Hey, welcome back, JMR Nation. Ryan and Jason here. What are we doing today, Ryan?
Oh no, mate, I think it's Boxing Day, so stay tuned, y'all.
Hey,
Boxing Day.
Speak English, bro.
Right, mate, it's Boxing Day.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
No, right, listen, put your captions on it, yeah? It's Boxing Day.
No, what is Boxing Day, Ryan?
I have no flipping idea, but today's Boxing Day. Stay tuned, yeah?
There's like 5 bad choices.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. What's that song? Ring those bells like Christmas tree. It's morning. Everybody should be awake by now.
Yeah, they are. If they weren't, they are now. All right, good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, America. How are you?
Or are you the JMR elf?
I am the JMR elf. Ho, ho, ho. Wait, no, that's not what elves say. What do elves say?
What is... Do they communicate like that, like they're chipmunks or something?
I think so. They're elves. Who knows?
So, happy Boxing Day to you.
Oh, yeah, mate. Nice one, Gav. Yeah, proper.
So what does that mean for us today?
Well, what it really means is we're going to be boxing in the kit and the frame with the 321 kit so that we can finally get all this squared away.
So, to the person who knows nothing about auto mechanics or welding or anything.
Don't talk about me like that. Everyone knows it's true. You don't have to say it out loud. They're all thinking it. So if you were to explain this to yourself. Yes.
In basic terms,
yes.
What does that mean to box it out?
Okay, so we're gonna take 3/16 steel because that's what this kit is.
Okay.
And anywhere that there's a hole, like right here,
okay,
we're gonna put steel from here to strengthen the frame. Same thing over here, and same thing, don't mind that, and same thing in the back. Okay. Just to box it in, and then we'll tack weld the kit in place so it's in place. So basically the kit is located where it's gonna stay.
Okay. So we're basically gonna fill in all those gaps, reinforce it with steel, make it a lot more heavy duty than it is currently.
Yes.
And yeah, that'll be great.
And then if we have a chance, we'll do the trailing arms.
All right, so we're hoping to get a lot done this morning, right? I don't know, we may not get much done.
Maybe. All the who's down in Newville. I can't remember. I used to know all that. Let's see. Hold on. The boxes and package. Oh, I can't remember it. I was the narrator in a choral speaking and reader's theater for The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
When was that? Last year?
A long time ago. 2000. Senior year. High school.
Senior year in high school was
I was a much younger, sprightlier, healthier.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah, I was like a whole half of a man. Let's do this.
Now there's double you. Well, guys, COVID is a real thing. And so this is to protect me from Jason. It's like we said at Summit, I'm a deadly weapon.
You are a deadly weapon.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grind down all the cuts, make everything as smooth as possible so that when we put our plate in, it fits in nicely. So let's do it. Safety first. We ran into slight difficulties, guys. We did a little bit too much heat and it kind of warped a bit, but we got it back in.
Yeah. I mean, our issue was down here, right, Ryan?
Yep.
So we were pushing up on the end with our jack stands.
Like a dummy.
And then we were putting heat about right here, and that was causing everything to bend.
It's caused deflection.
Well, I mean, we've cut giant holes out of there too, so.
And then we didn't have anything bracing it from bending it, so.
Yeah. So I think we've got it back to where we were.
We got it right, yep. So let's get it tightened.
Okay.
And then we'll weld it in place so it stays, top, bottom, and then we'll start scabbing it in. So let's do it.
We're gonna scab in a little piece here.
Yep.
We're doing
section
this
right
little
here.
four-sided piece there, and Ryan's getting ready to do it with the plasma.
Here we go. I think we are pretty darn close, Jason.
Yep. Well, you said you want a little more so you could grind it and make it fit, right?
Yeah, so.
What's the angle look like? It's a little bit off.
Yeah, but it's close enough. Dude, if I just keep doing this flat disc, you won't even know where your crappy welds are. No, man, it looks great, guys. It says.
I'm offended.
I knew.
All right, Jangles.
Jingle jangles.
We got about 4.5, 5 hours in already.
Yeah, and we've got half a boxing day done, not complete. Yeah, so we got a bit more in there. You know, some bits in there. But you know, it's what it is. Hank Marvin, I'm starving, so we got to go on and send it down the road. So appreciate you guys, and we'll continue boxing it in a bit later. But right now, I'll go put some grub in the tub and go on our way. All right, mates. As you can see, This side is completely boxed in. It is completed. I didn't film anything. I do have to run a weld across the top still. I do have to run a weld underneath the bottom, but for the most part it's boxed in. I didn't really film any of that because I got carried away. So now the hope is that I can film this. This is a part you guys saw us do. And so my plan is to finish that back end, bring that L in, and then go across and then do all the fill-in stuff. So. This is the first welds today, as you can tell, not really comfortable. These are the next. There in the corner, there in the bottom. So much better welds. I'll heat it up. I'll grind them all flat, make them all nice and clean. But now we got to get that guy in, and as you can see, it's a weird one. So that's what our cardboard's for. So what we'll do is we'll put our cardboard in, we'll get that inner side angle, and then we'll weld it in there and heat it up, and then use the hammer to bend it around this slit. So that's what I did over here. And so that's what we'll do over there. So let's do it. Well guys, welcome back to another long edition of Will We Ever Fix This Front End?
Golly, I feel like we've been working on this for like 5 days.
And I'm still wearing the same clothes.
You've just been sleeping in them like the last 5 days?
Yes.
Jingle jangle?
I'm very Christmassy. What can I say?
Yeah, you are. You're like Mr. Festive.
I am the elf.
Festivus.
So anyways guys, we're gonna get these trailing arms on.
Guys.
And hopefully get them bolted up, get it welded in, and then finish boxing in the front where the A-arms are. So everything else has been boxing.
Yeah, to get to those though, we got to pull the front end out, right?
Yep.
And then we'll box them kind of on the inside.
And then everything's done, mine it for that.
It's kind of hard to do when you only work on it 1 day a week.
For like 4 hours.
All right, well let's get to it, Ryan.
Let's do it!
Quit talking, start doing some work,
I
Ryan.
feel like all you're doing is standing around running your mouth.
I feel like all you're doing is running your mouth and walking around.
Are you ready yet?
A couple weeks ago, you guys saw these little brackets that we have. Where did these come from again, Ryan? Is it 321?
Yes, sir. Team 321.
All right, so we got these brackets. We're gonna slide these on the trailing arm, and then we're gonna kind of, I guess, locate it on the frame.
Hey, buddy.
Tack it up. Well, that's a problem. I think they're not supposed to work that way, are they? We are literally 2 minutes into starting this little project. What just happened, Ryan?
Well, I know you guys this may blow your guys' mind because we don't have the nuts. And you may be thinking, wait, there's 2 nuts behind that camera. Ryan and Jason, totally different type of nuts. Well, we need coarse thread nuts that go on the end of this bolt.
Right, well, the originals, I think we were just discussing.
Bolt right into the frame.
Of the Crown Vic.
Yep.
And
which
so there were no nuts.
This way. They don't go down, they go up.
And there were no nuts. No, well, our little piece that we have, does not have any nuts.
No nuts. Let's go.
So we had to go to our local hardware store. We got some
nuts.
Foreign bolts, right? Isn't that what you said? Foreign nuts.
4 nuts.
So they are just, if anybody's curious, they're M12s.
And if you want to know what 4 nuts can do to your country, look at our election. That's not getting in there.
So you know, don't you? You know that I censor everything.
Everything. I feel like I wish I could censor you sometimes.
Really? What do I say that's offensive?
Just so it would be at least fair that I'm not the only one getting censored.
Well, you're the only one saying anything that's worth censoring.
No, I'm saying greatness. You just don't comprehend it.
Really?
Yeah. Let's get under here and put this thing on there.
All right. Friends, here we are. We had great intentions of putting our trailing links in, but we ran into a little snag, didn't we?
Yeah, so the biggest issue is a truck isn't made for a Crown Vic front suspension. And so one of the issues is if you look at this, you can see how it's slanted kind of like this. It needs to be like this from what I understand, horizontal.
Uh-huh.
And so to do that, we'd have to cut this, rotate this inside of here, and line it up. And then once we get that all figured out, that's only the beginning of our problems, because the trailing arm, if you come around to the other side, or the control arm, where it mounts, you can notice it's binding. If you can see, it's kind of running uphill.
Right.
And to get that correct angle, we need this frame to allow this piece to come up. So this bracket has to come up into here so that the angle here is the same as there.
Right, so what we really need is, we need to have that bolt right there that goes through. It needs to be parallel with the bracket.
Right.
Well, and then the bracket needs to somehow attach, but if we make that parallel, then it won't attach to the frame. So a couple ideas we had was right here, right? And we talked about cutting this out here.
Yep.
That was one option. The other one, which was interesting, I think is probably the one we'll do, right?
Yep.
So I'm on the inside now. So we would basically cut right here and right here, and then we would bend this up, and then we would take our mount and just rotate it.
Yep.
So it'd be on a 45-degree angle, and then that little slotted part that Ryan showed at the very beginning when we were just first talking about it will be horizontal, so we'll have to spin it.
So again, this is all with the help of Dave at Team321, guys. That's the one thing I can say. Everyone talks about buying all these kits. We've never done this. So we wanted to go with a kit that if we needed help, we could reach out and get help. I literally just called him. He answered right away, said, hey guys, what's going on? Let me send you some pictures right now, I'm on it. So that is what you're paying for when you buy this kit. You're paying for the access to someone who has abilities, who knows what they're doing, and can get you the information. Because we thought, in our naivete, that we could just come out here, not nativity, naivete, okay?
Yeah, right.
We thought we could come out here and just pop it in and it'd be no problem.
Right.
But that's not gonna work. And that's gonna mess up everything. It's not gonna work. So, I say that to say, this video is gonna be dropping on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. So, if you guys who have done this, I know you guys on the forum and everyone that we've reached out to on the Crown Vic forum, if you've done this, hit us up, comment below, tell us what you guys think, what you guys did, which way you went about it, and how you solved this problem. We'd really appreciate any help and feedback we can get from you guys. So, cool. Well, YouTube, we accomplished nothing and none of you are watching right now.
Pretty much feels that way. But thanks for watching anyway. We appreciate you guys. Remember to sub, hit the bell.
And we'll see you next time.
What was that?